Hey, it's Tanya and Ellie, and we're going to show you today how to cut a pineapple. We have grilled pineapple and we have some chopped pineapple coming up in some recipes this week. And I know that some people have never learned how to cut a pineapple, so I thought I'd show you. So first off, how do you pick a good pineapple? If you can, Del Monte Gold is the best kind of pineapple out there. Just gonna give you the best flavor. That is what we have right there, Del Monte Gold. There's lots of other good ones too, but I find that I don't think I've ever gotten a bad Del Monte Gold. So that's nice. To tell if it's ripe, there are all sorts of different things that people say, pull on leaves or whatever. I think the easiest way is just to flip it over and smell the bottom. It should have a nice, sweet, pineapple-y smell to it. If it smells grassy or you can't smell anything, it's not ripe yet. And if it smells, I don't know, it can kind of get a fermented smell, like overripe, then you don't want to go with that. Color isn't always an awesome indicator, but you should start to see a little bit turning yellowish gold toward the bottom, but you can see some of it's still going to be pretty green. And this is a nice ripe pineapple. Okay, so once you've chosen your good pineapple, it actually does have on this tag, it shows a little bit how to cut one, but I will show you too. So the first thing I do, get a nice sharp knife and cut the top off.
The bad part.
Yep, we don't want to eat that, right?
No.
I think you can plant them and grow a pineapple plant too, but we're going to throw ours away. And then I like to cut the bottom off too. Now there's two ways to do this, okay? So you can see this beautiful pineapple and it gives this nice swirly thing. What I did for that is I cut really thin, just a little bit of the skin off, like this. And then you can still see I didn't get the eyes out, right? And I went around and I just cut thin like that. And then the eyes actually go in a diagonal pattern. So then you can take a paring knife after you've removed all the skin and you can go and make little V cuts and you can get the eyes out that way in a diagonal spiral around it. You save yourself more pineapple this way, you throw less away and it looks really pretty, right? But it takes me quite a bit longer, so I need to practice more at that way. I actually hadn't tried that before. So I think I will probably try to switch to that, but I'm not great at it yet. So my super fast and super easy way to do it.
Another piece.
She's taste testing our pineapple and that one was good. We'll get some more in just a minute. Okay, so if you don't want to mess with, if you don't have a really sharp paring knife, that's going to be hard to do. But so if you don't want to mess with that, just cut in a little bit further so that you get most of the eye out. And then you can go back later and cut a little extra if you need to. Now I know a lot of people just buy the already cored and already cut pineapples from the store, but they're a lot more expensive and really this doesn't take long to do. And I don't know, maybe this is just me. I always feel like the chunks are so big that I end up having to cut it more anyway. So I like to just cut my own and then I can make it the size that I want.
Yeah.
Right? So,
and I love this pineapple.
You love pineapple, don't you? We love pineapple in our house. Let me get some of my strips out of the way here. So again, you can just keep going in and you do lose a little bit of flesh the further in that you cut. So you could take a paring knife or a little like a grapefruit spoon and you can kind of scoop the eyes out that way too.
We have a grapefruit spoon.
We do have a grapefruit spoon. I got a little bad part right there too, but
and right there.
I know, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, so once I have most of that off, everybody has personal preference. Some people don't mind a little bit of the eyes. Some people don't want any of that showing. It's up to you.
Want any of that showing?
I'm kind of fussy about it. I don't really like to have it on there. I like it to all be nice and soft. Okay, so once I have my skin removed like that.
And your eyes.
And the eyes, yes, but not your eyes, right?
No.
No, you need yours.
The eyes on that.
Yes. Then I'm going to cut down vertically so you can see there's the core in the middle, right? We don't want to eat that part. So I'm going to cut down straight through the core. And then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to cut it again into quarters, okay?
Mama, I want like the piece you just cut me.
Okay, I'll make you another one like that in a minute. Okay, so now, oops, my pineapple's falling over. I'll have 4 quarters like this, right? And then I need to still remove that core. So I just hold it on its end and I'm going to cut a little triangle. And you can feel if you touch it with your fingernails, this part is hard, my fingernail really doesn't sink in. This part is soft, my fingernail sinks in. So now for grilling, I want it to be in long wedges. So I'm going to take my quarter, and depending on how many pieces I want or how big my pineapple is, I might cut my quarter into 2 or 3 pieces like this. And now that's what I'm going to throw on the grill. I'll brush it with olive oil and grill that. Now, if I'm going to use it...
You did grilled pineapple.
Yep, we
once.
did grill pineapples. Pretty yummy, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I want to use it in like a stir fry, or I'm just cutting it up for us to eat fresh, then I like to cut ours really small so I don't have to cut it up more for the kids. You know, so then I'll cut each quarter into 4 or 5 or 6 pieces and then go through and dice it this way. And then I have nice little pieces, and then we have our official taste tester make sure the pineapple is okay. What do you think? Good? So that's how you cut your pineapple. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.